Yeah, the first 3 that we made were from 26 vines. So we literally, we just had a barrique and pulled the head out and set it on sand. And the first one we de-stemmed by hand, just jumped in, pigage with the feet, and yeah, just worked really well.
The beauty of it as well, because Barbera holds so much acidity, even in, we've had a couple of warmer years in a row, and even with those, we still never need to acidify. And as we don't add yeast or acidify, this wine, like its whole upbringing, you know, it's 2009, so it's only like an 8-month-old wine when it's bottled. Its whole upbringing is, you know, without any additions. It just gets a little dose of sulphur, like a homeopathic dose before bottling, and that's it. It's fermented grapes and nothing else.
Very well suited red variety for warm climates. Tends to retain its natural acidity, which is one of the things you have to watch in the hot weather. As the sugar increases in the grapes, obviously the acid decreases, so you want to sort of catch that natural balance of enough sugar to have the alcohol, but with enough acid. And Barbera, yeah, just seems to retain the natural acidity, nice and ripe, juicy flavours, not too tannic because they're quite big berries, so it's a you know, very, I guess, primary style. But that's the way we make it as well. This is completely open fermented in the concrete vats and then just pressed into tank, into stainless steel. So no barrel age or anything like that. So it's more of a pizza style wine.
What are we drinking now?
So this is the 11th hour Shiraz. Again, a bit of a story to the name. The first year we made the Moonlight Run, I had a half a tonne of Shiraz from this vineyard. So one barrel went into the first cuvee, and as I tasted it, I went, wow, that's really good Shiraz. I need to make a straight Shiraz next year from that vineyard. So I drove out to see the grower over the hill in Greenock, and it was 85-year-old vines. There's a bulldozer pushing them out, and I literally said, stop, what are you doing? They were selling the rest of their fruit to another winery, who said, oh, you're only getting about 1.5 to 2 tonnes per acre. You know, why don't you rip them out, plant young vine Shiraz on a high trellis, you can machine pick it, crop it at 5 or 6 tonnes per acre, you make a lot more per area. And they're like, oh, okay, yeah. So, yeah, literally at the 11th hour we saved, I think 7.5 rows of what was 55 rows of 85-year-old vines, yeah.
Amazing thing is those stories are still
valid
now, almost 10 years on from then, which is pretty concerning, but
yeah.
Right.
I do happen to see that a lot driving around here. You'll see just
few
squares
patches
in the middle that are empty, that have been like ripped out, yanked
most
out.
of them, thankfully, are Chardonnay. I
Uh-huh.
drove past a few yesterday.
Yeah.
Dan loves his Barossa Valley Chardonnay.
Yeah, like I love California
Yeah, we drink a lot of Rumbauer Chardonnay.
Can we have a bit fatter, please?
Yeah. I'll stop sticking up for them now. It's too hard. It's too hard. Too hard to defend.
Now on to Standish.
Yeah, so why the different labels? What's the scoop with that?
Essentially, so these are, I guess, like a negotiant style winery where we buy most of the fruit and then blend up the cuvées. Standish is essentially single vineyard, and up until this year has been all estate from the Standish vineyard. So we've only got two new wines as of the 07 vintage, but all single vineyard sites. So quite different. So yeah, my family's been in pretty much since they got off the boat, sixth generation, and every generation's been grape growers. So it's kind of in their blood. I'm the first one.
From where? Sorry?
From Prussia.
Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean in the early days they brought cuttings over and they planted probably 1/4 of an acre. It was big enough so that everyone could have, I think it was an acre of vines if they wanted, up the back, a pig, a cow, all, you know, and a bit of cropping land as well. So basically big enough to be self-sufficient.
The Australian dream, isn't it? The mixed farming dream.
This is lovely.
Yeah.